जय श्री कृष्ण। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Namaskar. In the previous video, we saw Arjun overwhelmed by sorrow and confusion on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. In chapter 2 of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Sri Krishna begins his divine teachings. This chapter is known as Sankhya Yoga, and it forms the foundation of the entire Gita. Jai Shri Krishna. Arjuna surrenders to Sri Krishna and accepts him as his guide. Seeing Arjuna's helplessness, Lord Krishna speaks with compassion but also with firmness. He tells Arjuna that grieving for the body is ignorance, because the body is temporary but the soul is eternal. Jai Shri Krishna. Sri Krishna explains that the soul is never born and never dies. It does not perish when the body perishes. Just as a person changes old clothes and puts on new ones, the soul leaves an old body and enters a new one. Therefore, death is only a change, not an end. Jai Shri Krishna. Krishna then tells Arjuna that fear arises from identification with the body. When we understand that we are the soul and not the body, fear naturally disappears. Weapons cannot cut the soul. Fire cannot burn it. Water cannot wet it. And wind cannot dry it. The soul is indestructible and eternal. Jai Shri Krishna. Lord Krishna also teaches about balance of mind. He says that happiness and sorrow, gain and loss, victory and defeat are temporary experiences. A wise person remains steady in both joy and pain. This inner balance is the sign of spiritual wisdom. Krishna then introduces the path of Karma Yoga. He tells Arjuna that every human being must perform action. No one can remain without action even for a moment. The problem is not action itself, but attachment to the results of action. Hare Krishna. One of the most important teachings of the Gita is given here. Krishna says that we have the right to perform our duty, but not to the fruits of our actions. When we work only for results, we become anxious and restless. But when we work as an offering, the mind becomes peaceful. Jai Shri Krishna. Krishna explains that attachment to results binds the soul, while selfless action purifies the heart. Such action does not create bondage. This is the secret of working in the world while remaining free within. Jai Shri Krishna. In this chapter, Krishna also describes the qualities of a Sthita Prajna, a person of steady wisdom. Such a person is not disturbed by sorrow, does not crave pleasure, and remains free from fear, anger, and attachment. His happiness comes from within. Jai Shri Krishna. A Sthitaprajna controls the sense just as a tortoise withdraws its limbs into its shell. He enjoys the world without becoming enslaved by it. His mind remains anchored in the self. Krishna warns that uncontrolled sense lead to desire. Desire leads to anger. Anger leads to delusion. And delusion destroys wisdom. Therefore, self control is essential for spiritual growth. Jai Shri Krishna. The chapter ends by reminding us that peace cannot be found in the outer world. True peace comes when desires are dropped and the ego is surrendered. Such a person lives in the world but remains untouched by it. Jai Shri Krishna. Sankhya Yoga teaches us who we truly are, how to act without bondage, and how to remain peaceful in the midst of life's challenges. It is not just philosophy but practical wisdom for everyday life. Jai Shri Krishna. In the next video, we will explore these teachings more deeply and understand how they can be applied in our daily lives. Thank you for listening. May Lord Sri Krishna guide us on the path of wisdom and peace. Jai Shri Krishna. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतो व्ययं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Jai Shri Krishna. The soul is never born and never dies. It is eternal, unborn, and everlasting. The soul is not destroyed when the body is destroyed. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo Govindaya Namaha. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। जय श्री कृष्ण, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय श्री कृष्ण। श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, 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 श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम